Hi friends, MD Vegan with a new salad. Yeah, I found fresh corn. That is super and I'm so happy, and I just had to buy some. Here's some cobs and I cut them down here from the cob directly, the corn here. That's always a festival. Usually they don't have them in our health food shop, only from time to time. When I can get them, I'm very happy. And I also found some nice radishes here. Nice radishes, a whole bunch. This is a half a bunch. I quartered them, I washed them of course, quartered them, they're nice and they're perfect together with corn. Yeah, and I thought, wow, that would be a nice combination. Have these wonderful radishes and the fresh corn, and I would combine them with here. This is a nice radicchio. You see half a small radicchio. I just cut it half. I washed a little bit from the outside. The leaves are pretty tight, so the dirt doesn't get inside. So I washed it from outside, cut half of the radicchio, Italian, and then I cut it in small pieces. You see, like this, and it's nice to cut it. Here you see, that's what it looks like, almost pieces. You can have it and use it in very different ways. It tastes slightly bitter, but well, first thing, you can get used to that bitterness. It's not a bitterness that you would repulse me by. You wouldn't like, but you can also add other ingredients like radish and corn. Corn is sweet, radish is sharp, so balancing the bitterness is pretty nice. So I guess also the texture, yeah, the crunchiness, the wateriness, and all these things that play nicely together with the bitter flavor of the radicchio. But another thing is the dressing. And that's what I make now. The dressing for the radicchio, with the corn, and for the radish is macadamia cream. Yeah, macadamia is different from cashews. Cashews are more sweet. Macadamias are more, I would say, for the savor, on the savory side. Yeah, they are firmer, they have a different texture, and they have a stronger flavor. Yeah. So for a pretty nice cream, cashews were perfect, but the macadamias, they make it a little bit more, more savory, I would say. I don't know yet, I didn't find a word yet to describe it in a better way. But you know, macadamia, if you know that, for example, if I make a cheese, I can make a cashew cheese with probiotics, yeah, to ferment, and I can make a macadamia cheese. The macadamia cheese would rather go to the firm kinds of cheeses, yeah, and the more savory ones, yeah. The cashew cheese is more like a cream cheese, yeah. So this is a little bit the difference, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you once you know macadamia, you will know it. And here I have a half a lemon, not more. That is the usual, the ratio. I use a handful of nuts, macadamias here, cashews, and half a lemon. And then I have pepper and salt, same amount here, and one garlic clove. Yeah, see, nice little clove. And so I have my trinity of ingredients, of spices, with this base of fatty and acid. Yeah, fat and acid is the base for this dressing. The fat from macadamia, the acid from the lemons, and that I seasoned with 3 seasonings. I have again 3. Yeah, it is just a method. Yeah, it's nothing fixed. Yeah, you can do anything else. You don't need to have 5 or 3 ingredients or so. That doesn't really matter. It's just a method that means it's, for me personally, it's a systematic way to make new recipes every day. So I have one thing I don't need to think about. If I have a minimum number of ingredients, is 3. So I have one ingredient, for example, I want to use, like in this case it was corn, and then I build 2 more ingredients around it to make it a complex flavor, an exciting experience to eat. Yeah, so that is 3 is the minimum, and then I build each time I build 2 ingredients more, 2 parts more. Yeah, so this game goes on to build 2 more around to get the new complexity. That is the game, so I don't need to think about this part. Yeah, how to build my recipe, which components I have. This part with the numbers, I can leave it aside. I can just do it. So it's easier, the method, to fulfill. Yeah. But of course, if I find a recipe with 4 ingredients or 2, I can also make it. It's no problem. Yeah. Just it's not the way to proceed step by step in a systematic way, guaranteeing or make it easier to have a new recipe every single day. So it's to learn intuition, to learn to be intuitive, to find new ideas every single day. You need a rhythm, and to make sure that rhythm can establish itself, I have a method that makes it easier. So systematic way is the only way to guarantee success in any method, in any way. So I put now maybe half a cup of water to begin with onto my nuts and make the cream. Blender dance. Looks creamy. Yeah, the texture looks nice. I don't think I will need more water because it's runny and creamy at the same time. Now, the flavor check. Very good. I won't need more water, but I will need it to blend it a second time. So put the dressing aside. You can soak for a while. Now, the first blended cashews, macadamias, they're pretty firm. They need a longer time to soak, so they can soak now a little bit. And I will combine now my main ingredients. That is, to show you again, the radicchio. Yeah, that is the greatest volume part of this salad. Radicchio is a small head, the half of a small head. And I have 1 cup, corn cob, yeah, the corn of course from the cob. Cut from the cup, one cup. That's also go inside. That's the main part of the salad. That was my first intuition to make a salad with corn. Yeah. So I build around the rest. And the radishes. Yeah, that's the third part. See, third part to make it complete. As it's, I kind of have to show you. It's really, doesn't it look really beautiful? If I see this, I mean, I would be very surprised that wouldn't taste wonderful. Isn't that beautiful? Dark red, light red, white, yellow. It's beautiful. Yeah. And it will taste exactly like that. Yeah, by the time I get a feeling for these kind of things. And it's experience. And it is a good chef has this kind of feeling. You know, a chef knows what will be good. Most of the time I'm pretty right. Sometimes I'm really surprised it doesn't work. Oh, what's happening here? But then I know pretty quickly I know what was wrong because I have only a small amount of ingredients. And I know every single one by time. And then I know what to change. Yeah, small changes. When I have a recipe with 20 ingredients, oh boy, what was wrong here when it doesn't work? Yeah, that's hard to find out sometimes. But these ingredients, these recipes with the small numbers, very easy to repair. So now here is a base, and I have chives here, half a bunch of chives cut into small pieces here to put it over. That is the green part of the recipe. Green is very important. I keep some of the chives for decoration, so I keep just to decorate a little bit of chives to put on top. Now I go here, I'll show you again. The green and the red, isn't that beautiful again? It's really gorgeous, the colors. Yeah. Colors are such an important part in my cooking. Always inspires me. So now I go back to the dressing. It could sit for a while. Yeah, I will blend it again to make it even creamier. After a short time of sitting, the soaking is pretty advanced already. Now, I want to test the texture in the first place. The flavor was okay. Yeah, now it's perfectly creamy. I show you now the dressing, and I pour it over the salad. It's a nice salad because I can let it sit for a while. It will not go wilty, turn wilty, because the ingredients are pretty firm. Yeah, they go very nice with the dressing, and I have a nice amount of dressing here to cover everything and to make the slight bitter flavors here a delicacy. Yeah. Bitter flavors can be very nice when they are balanced with the sweet of the corn and the sharp flavor of the radishes, with the high water content, the crunchiness. That all makes the bitter flavors gentle and balances it, and in the context is delicious. That's what I believe. Let's see what it happens. If I eat it, I will read right away. And well, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day, and also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.